Toastmasters, guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's January. How many people here have made a New Year's resolution of some sort? Most everybody. Lose weight, spring cleaning, learn a new language, which would be appropriate for this little collaboration meeting we got going here. When you resolve to do something, it's a goal. And these are lists of things you want to get done. Now, is the last resolution you made the one that says, I really will do all these other things? Should be. There's a lot of people by this time have already backslidden, not done, or misfired on their resolution. But those of you who are Chinese New Year's coming up, you can do it again. The most common resolution is to lose weight, and hopefully you will get some good advice today. This was my resolution a couple of years ago, and I want to get specific. Why? How many people have made the resolution to lose weight? Okay, a couple of people. Why do you want to lose weight? To be healthy, to fit into smaller clothes? Well, that's fine, but I think I want you to be more specific. What rung your bell, and why do you really want to be motivated to lose weight? For me, it was a few years ago. I did this walkathon in July. And I had done this walkathon a couple of years already, but this year was a little different. By the time I got to the almost finish line, I was on my hands and knees, going, This was at the museum. That's where we picked up our lunch, but I was going, I felt I was going to die. I didn't, as you can tell. So the month later, I read a book that really changed my mind about how I think about food, losing weight, and such. And the next year, when we got to about the same point, I was doing so well, I'd lost about 10 pounds. I got to the finish line and said, ooh, I feel well enough, I could do this again. I didn't do it again, but I felt well enough that I could walk the whole walkathon again. What did I do? I did something different. I changed my strategy to weight loss. Does anybody here ski? Snow ski? A few people? Well, when you snow ski, downhill ski, not cross country, there are things called moguls. And they are little snow hills. And the way you ski through a mogul is one of three ways. You either ski off the tops of them, swoosh, 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 ski off the sides and go, or ski the valley, just the bottom, and just go through that. Now, if you know just one strategy, that's fine if you come across just one mogul. Now, those of you who know skiing, moguls come in fields. So if you do it just one way, all the way, it's very hard to do. So to get to the finish line quickly and safely, it is best to know all three styles to get you through the mogul field. The three ways, and there are three things you need to do about it. One is you have to be knowledgeable of all three styles. You have to be flexible in mind and body to be constantly moving between the different styles. And you have to be quick in mind and body to shift from one strategy to another to successfully get through the mogul field. Now to losing weight. My dentist has a very simple motto about that. Calories in, calories out. And that's very simple. It works for him. Doesn't work for me. An ad on the bus I read said, don't eat less, eat smart. And that kind of resonates. Reminds me of Ford's when he brought out the Model T, said you can have any color you want as long as it's black. In some of these diets, you can eat anything you want as long as it's lettuce. That's how I think about that. That's the wrong way to think about that. And then there was a documentary I saw that said to lose weight, you diet. To keep it off, you exercise. And that's good because it deals with both aspects of the equation of losing weight and keeping it off. That's the other part. I read an online article by James Clear on goals and systems. Goals, like for a coach, is winning the championship. A system is what you do every day to win the games so you win the championship. In ideal, weight is an accomplished task or an actual place you might want to visit, is a goal. But how do you lose weight? What do you do? What system do you use to get to where you want to go? The difference between goals and systems, yeah, I said that already. Goals. There's some downsides to just using goals. Goals reduce your current happiness. What that means is when you think about the goal, you're thinking, I'll be happy when I lose 10 pounds, which kind of implies I'm not happy now. So you want to be happy now and be happy and commit to a system that is working for you and you are able to follow through. Goals are strangely at odds with long-term progress. When you think about your goal, it's usually a big thing and it's way off over there. 10 pounds isn't all that much, but it can be much. And to think about all that weight you want to lose gets you down on the daily things you have to do. So release the need for immediate results. Goals suggest that you can control things that you have no control over. Like for instance, losing weight. You can't control when Thanksgiving shows up. It's going to show up when it shows up. And so you have to deal with it. So what you want to do is build small feedback loops so you know you're doing things right. My little feedback thing was walking to work. It's pretty much all uphill, and to be able to do that in 24 minutes is really, really good. If I take any longer, then I know, not so good. If I can do it less, yay! So one of the things one can do is to weigh yourself every day. Some people say you shouldn't do that because the weight change from one day to the next isn't all that much. But I understand that, but I weigh myself every day because it keeps me mindful of what I'm doing every day. I need to exercise more, I need to eat less, I need to eat smarter, more salads, more green stuff, less meat, less cheese. So by weighing myself every day, I'm more mindful every day of what I need to do. So know what you want to do. Know why you want to do it. And know how to get there. With all these three things, you will lose weight, you will complete your resolutions. And I've completed this teaching.
Wow, great speech. I feel I've already lost 1 pound. It's working. I know why and how. So we'll give a minute to everyone to juggle down your thoughts about some comment about this speech. Timer, you want to set the clock for 1 minute?
So if you would like to keep this the agenda as a souvenir, then feel